So my Mustang collection used to be over there. Moved it over here. If anyone knew me as a kid, they knew that the Mustang was the one and only car for me. I was probably the biggest Mustang fan out of my whole school, 7th through 12th grade. I was known as like the guy who's obsessed with Mustangs. I mean, look what I found from a kid on the desk of me, free agent bicycles, savings for a 88 to 93 Mustang LX Coupe 8-cylinder 5-speed manual. Good condition. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Didn't save much. I blame it on Fast and Furious, because once that movie came out, I mean, look, I was literally obsessed with Mustangs. And Fast and Furious came out, fell in love with the Supra, and then it's like a car I used to make fun of, like the Eagle Talon 90 TSI. This was my first like real car. I mean, my first car was an '86 Ford Tempo I bought for $400. I had to buy everything myself, guys. I wasn't one of those kids. And then my first real car was this. I used to call them ugly. It looked like a wedge to me from the side, but I fell in love with the simplicity of it. The turbo, the all-wheel drive, the unique dash. I would pretend I was in a Supra. I mean, this is the one I have stories I'm gonna do still soon, because there's a story about this car. Did it happen when it was primered? I primered the whole thing black. I did a 1GB front end setup on this, but I had the hood come up at like 130 on this one. Crushed it down to my head. Luckily, I was like pretty high on weed at the time, so I like casually just slowed down, put on my directional. People couldn't believe it. They said I should have easily wiped out. And then I found like my favorite, this was like impossible to find, the actual GSX. I found one without a motor and stuff, and I was like, well, I'll just transfer my stuff into that. This was my favorite 1G I ever had. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty freaking badass, but yeah, it just shows like I was the biggest Mustang guy. I was set to have like 5.0. I was obsessed with them. And then I got this instead, but I don't have any regrets. I mean, these are good memories. Eventually, I still got some Mustangs, 93 Cobra, and all the Terminators. Oh, then the only car with a 2JZ I could afford. Oh, but yeah.